what do you think about the task forces that are popping up? We tried to create one here in Atlanta, but there is a task force in San Francisco, and I also heard about one in Connecticut.
Oh, that's
Hoarding task
great.
force. Mm-hmm.
I think it's fabulous. I mean, again, like we were talking about, if there's any forum where you can get people to cheer people on and give them resources, I think that's really huge. I know you have a lot of resources coming in your book.
We do.
And I'm so excited for that because I get people contacting me all the time for that. Tell me how you feel like the task force help people.
Well, I know we talked to a professional organizer in the Netherlands, and she was describing their task force, and it's made up of social workers and firefighters and
First responders,
and then organizers and therapists. And the way it's working so well over there is that all of these agencies are working together to benefit people who hoard.
Oh my gosh, that's so wonderful.
So fabulous.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the task forces are set up in either San Francisco or Connecticut, but the one that we tried to set up here was to have a biohazard team. We tried to have you on our team.
Yes, I know Matt Hunter got really involved. Yes.
And then of
Who
course
worked for us for a while.
I remember Matt. And and of course we had many professional organizers and somebody answering the phone and taking notes. So we couldn't get funding, unfortunately, but the idea behind it was to have multiple agencies involved to go and help a hoarded home become less hoarded.
Yeah.
At least safe.
Yes, at least safe. At least the harm reduction
Yes.
piece where you just make the home safe and functional.
Yes.
I know that one thing that has been interesting for me is I've done some trainings for code enforcement professionals.
Yes.
Through the University of Georgia, they have this whole
okay.
series of trainings for code enforcement folks, and they'll often have me come to their annual meeting and teach them. And what I found really helpful is code enforcers tend to be, they want to abide by the rules, and the people who are hoarding are breaking the rules, and so they're not happy with them.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
And that they they also tend to be frustrated and they don't understand the disorder. So one of my objectives in these trainings is to help them understand the disorder and to help them have more compassion and understand things like yelling at them is not going to fix it. If anything, that they learn that they can't trust you, they're going to entrench even further and become more resistant.
Right.
And that, trying to teach them some soft skills in order to help, get buy-in for help and to get therapy and organizers to help the person. Versus
some of them are helpful though.
Some of them are fabulous.
Because I'm now working with someone where it's triage. We're trying to get a 30-inch path from the front door to the bedroom to the bathroom. And we have blinders on.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
So that we can not get evicted.
Yeah.
So we get to code.
Yeah. We've had, and I don't want to say bad things about them because we've certainly, here at the Institute, the therapists out in the field going to help clients. And then when I was on the Hoarding Very Alive show, we had some of the code enforcers come in and pitch in and try to help clean and paint and fix flooring.
Oh, wow.
So, once they understand.
So that's the whole thing, is just really helping them understand that this is a mental disorder and this is not like something they choose to do to make code enforcers' life more miserable.
Right.
Or anybody else's life more miserable. Because most
not.
of the time they're more miserable than anybody around them anyway.
Yeah.
Not always, but...
And so circling back around to the task force, that's one of the big advantages is that everybody educates everybody.
I love it.
Yes.
I love
They
it.
share.
I'm so sad that it didn't work out.
We are too.
Maybe another time.
Another time, possibly.